This is the incredible story of an American boy who befriended a monster. It all started when a boy named Billy moved to a new city. He had red hair and freckled skin and was very different from the other children. So he kept to himself, playing alone in the park near his new home. One day while playing, Billy came across a strange sight. There was a huge metal monster with bolts all over it, and it was crying. It had wheels instead of feet and wires coming out of its head. And the most unusual thing about this monster was that it was made of delicious food. It had pepperoni and sausage for fingers and an entire pizza for a chest. A big, juicy burger was where its heart should be. Billy was scared at first, but then he noticed that the monster was crying and felt sorry for it. So he walked up to it and asked what was wrong. The monster looked at him with sad eyes and said, "I am lost and alone. Nobody wants to be friends with a monster." Then it started to cry even more, and big, fat cheese tears rolled down its metal face. Billy didn't know what to do. He wanted to help the monster, but he was also afraid of it. But then he remembered something his mother always told him. She said to always be kind to others, no matter how different they are. So Billy took a deep breath and said, "You may look scary, but that doesn't mean I can't be friends with you. Do you want to play with me?" The monster's eyes lit up, and it wiped away its tears. "Really? Are you sure?" Billy nodded. "Of course. I don't care if you're made of food. I'm not going to eat you." The monster smiled. "Thank you. I'm very lonely, and I really need a friend. You're the first person who hasn't been scared of me in a long time." Billy smiled back and held out his hand. "Let's play." The monster hesitated for a moment, then reached out one of its sausage fingers and shook Billy's hand. They played in the park until sunset. Billy told the monster all about himself and where he lived. And the monster told Billy about how it used to work in a factory making other robots, until one day it broke down and escaped into the city. "I tried to hide in an alley, but people kept coming by to take pictures of me and make fun of my rusty body. That's why I came to the park. At least here I can be alone." Billy nodded. He understood what it felt like to be different and to want to hide from the world. "I'm different too," he said. "Have red hair and freckles. The other kids say I look like a carrot." The monster laughed, a sound like grinding gears. "You don't look like a carrot. You look like a tomato. We could be the tomato and the cheese robot." Billy giggled. As the sun went down, Billy had to go home. His mother would be worried sick. "Do you want to come with me?" he asked the robot. "I live just around the corner." The robot shook its head. "Oh, it's okay. I'll be fine here." "Thank you for being my friend, Billy." Billy waved. "Bye-bye, cheese robot." He turned and ran as fast as he could towards home. He couldn't wait to tell his mother about his new friend. But when she opened the door and saw Billy's dirty and torn clothes, she got very angry. "What happened to you? Why are you so dirty? I told you not to play in the park. There are dangerous people there who do bad things to children." Billy looked down. "But Mom, I wasn't with those people. I was with my new friend. I made him a promise that I wouldn't break, and I won't." His mother sighed and sat him down. "Promise me you won't go back there, okay?" Billy nodded. "Okay, Mom." Then he went to his room and took out his drawing pad. He wanted to draw a picture of his new friend. For the next few days, Billy didn't go to the park. It was sad, but he promised his mom he wouldn't go back there. One night, though, Billy couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the robot and how lonely it must be in that dark, scary city. So Billy got out of bed and put on his jacket. He was going to sneak out and visit his friend. When he arrived at the park, it was completely dark. Billy couldn't see anything. "Robot, are you here?"
Right.
There was no answer.
Right.
Just as he was about to give up hope, he heard a familiar sound, a big metal hand hitting the ground. "Robot, is that you?" The hand stopped moving. Then a spotlight turned on and revealed the robot sitting on a bench. Its body was covered in more bolts, and its eyes were glowing red. "Billy, you came back." "Of course I came back. You're my friend, remember?" "But what happened? Why does your body have more bolts? And why are your eyes red?" The robot stood up, revealing its new face. It had sharp metal teeth, and its voice sounded like a truck starting up. "I found some parts in an old factory and fixed myself up. Now I'm strong and powerful." Billy stared in amazement. "Wow, you're amazing. Can I touch your teeth?" The robot opened its mouth wide, and Billy stuck his hand inside. "Your teeth are as sharp as knives. Can you cut something?" Yes, anything. The robot grabbed a street sign and snapped it in half like it was made of paper. That's awesome. Suddenly Billy had an idea. Do you want to help me do something? The robot tilted its head. What do you want me to do? I want you to scare those kids who make fun of me at school. The robot's eyes flashed. Really? They hurt you? Tell me where they are, and I will crush them. No, don't hurt them. Just scare them, please. And the robot thought for a moment. Very well. I will scare them so you don't have to be scared anymore. The next day at school, Billy waited for the other kids to gather around him. Hey, Carrot Top, what's your biggest fear? Said one of them. Spiders, snakes, and monsters, said another. Billy smiled. Oh, I just so happen to know a monster who's willing to come and scare you. The kids laughed, but their laughter stopped when the classroom door burst open and the robot stood in the doorway. Its eyes were glowing red and its metal teeth were bared in a snarl. Who wants to be scared? It boomed. The kids screamed and ran away, tripping over each other in their haste to get out of the classroom. Billy watched them go with a smile. From that day on, nobody made fun of Billy at school. In fact, they were too scared to even talk to him. And Billy didn't mind because now he knew that if anyone tried to make him feel bad, he could just tell them to go ask his friend the robot. As the years passed, Billy grew up and eventually moved away from that city. But before he left, he went to the park to say goodbye to the robot. I'm moving away, robot. I won't be able to come see you anymore, he said sadly. The robot looked at him with understanding. I understand, Billy. It's time for you to move on with your life and become a man. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine here in the park. Billy hugged the robot's metal leg. You're the best friend a guy could ask for. Thank you for everything, robot. He turned and walked away, leaving the robot sitting on the bench. As soon as Billy was out of sight, the robot moved. It got off the bench and walked towards the road. A car drove by, and the robot raised its hand, hitching a ride. It had a new mission now, to find the boy who had become a man and remind him that even if he grew up and forgot about the robot would always be his friend.